of the planet, right from the Big Bang Theory, going all the way through the Bronze Age, Iron Age and Stone Age. And it's here for a reason, because this was a very volcanic part of the country at one time. Lots of volcanic activity here millions of years ago. The evidence for which is coming into view now on the right hand side. This is Salisbury Crags, and behind that is Arthur Seat itself, an extinct volcano.
There's a volcano up there?
Yeah. Just behind that hill is the Arthur Seat, which is an extinct volcano. This hill here, though, is Salisbury Crags, which was formed from the lava outflow of Arthur Seat itself.
People are walking up there. Where do they go to get up there?
We'll be coming up to that in a few minutes, actually. I'll show you exactly what it is. So this is Dynamic Earth now, number 4 on the map. Anyone looking to leave the bus at this stop? Nope, no one here. Okay, thank you. It's open from 10 till 5 every day. The last entry is at 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon. You can also buy a discounted ticket from our driver if you're looking to go in. Normally gives you a 10% discount on entry. Ahead of us is the Scottish Parliament building. The Parliament itself was formed in 1999, took place in another building for the first 5 years. This particular building was built in 2004, designed by a Spanish architect, Enrique Morales, purposely built for the Scottish Parliament. Very radical style of architecture. Wasn't everyone's taste when it was first built.
Why didn't they use a Scottish one? Keep the business in the country.
Yeah, I know. Well, who knows? You know, who knows?
I mean, that looks like who's that guy with the Guernica? Picasso.
Picasso. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, very similar kind of. Yeah.
Oh, who am I to wonder?
Well, who's in? That's a good point, though. Actually, it's a very good point. Yeah, it does make sense.
I believe in putting money in the country, in the family.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
In myself.
Yeah, exactly. In my own bank.
There you go.
People commit suicide.
Yeah, occasionally they do, actually. We've got Salisbury Crags ahead of us. You can see lots of people walking up and down. This is a man-made pathway. It's known as the Radical Road. It was built by a group of people called Radical Weavers who came down from the north of Scotland looking for work around 250 years ago. They were employed on this construction project, which was organised by Sir Walter Scott. He was involved in many construction projects like this. That's the easiest route to take if you're going up Salisbury Crags, then eventually on to Arthur's Seat behind it. So we're coming back into Holyrood. We've got the Palace of Holyrood House coming up ahead of us now. This is where the Queen and the royal family live when they come to visit Edinburgh. Immediately in front of us now, the gates to the palace. You'll see the palace itself coming into view now. Dates from the mid-17th century, designed in the style of a French chateau. And there are guided tours round both the palace and the Parliament building, and it's normally possible to combine both of those either in a morning or an afternoon, just in case you're trying to squeeze as much in as you possibly can. Both are equally as interesting, to be honest. You may think that the palace is the more interesting one, but I've been round the Parliament building a couple of times, and it is actually quite interesting, to be honest. There's a large debating chamber in the middle of this building. It's a very atmospheric space. And if you're lucky enough to be on a guided tour whilst there's a live debate going on, just makes for a more interesting experience.
They have a Queen's Gallery here, and they have a Queen's Gallery in London. What is that gallery?
Well, the Queen's Gallery, which is part of the palace just behind us, it has examples of the Queen's favourite artwork on display. So that's where the idea comes from, really.
And she's 90 years old, so she's had a lot of time to have favorite art.
Exactly, she has, hasn't she? The building we're passing on the left-hand side, the former Queensberry House, home to the Queensberry family for over 100 years. That's where the Marquis of Queensberry rules come from. You may have heard of that in boxing. So we're back on